All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others, said George Orwell in Animal Farm. We've spoken before about the prevailing narrative, the story that raises more questions than it answers, and about the God story that cuts across it. And at the intersection, the cross, we find Jesus at the heart of the public square. And what's interesting here is the shared language, or the pillars of the public square: justice, freedom, truth, and equality. Equality is the idol of the present age, and like all idols, it's illusionary. It's a great unquestioned ideal of our time. It's not a bad idea, but when it becomes the sole lens through which a situation is viewed, it leads to perverse results. Instead of recognizing human dignity and individuality of each divine image bearer, equality encourages us to consider people en masse, to quantify, to categorize, to compare them. Inasmuch as it eliminates the individual, it betrays every person. If viewed in isolation, it undermines liberty, justice, equity, and dignity. Equality should not be the sole goal. So what is equality? Equality allows us to be different, to be free from discrimination, to have choice, to have dignity, to be valued as an individual in relationship to others, with the right to our own beliefs and ideas. I believe in equality, but do I mean equality of outcome or equality of opportunity? Equality of outcome means everyone ends up the same. The Equality Commissioner's office isn't the same size as the case officer's or that of his secretary. They're not paid the same. No one seems to be seriously suggesting that we all live in equal-sized houses or drive equal-sized cars. That would run roughshod over individual responsibility and choice. So it must be equality of opportunity. But let's think about an example in the area of education. As soon as I take the opportunity, for example, if I do my A-levels or go to university, I open up a whole new set of opportunities. So now I no longer have equal opportunities compared with those who didn't take that first set of opportunities. So how do we correct this inequality? Should we? It becomes a circular argument that goes nowhere. The reality is that equality is open to interpretation. It turns out everyone is defining it on their own terms. When that happens, equality becomes meaningless. We live in a society in which each person does equality in their own eyes. Equality can often jar with something like justice. If you look at this image, we see equality where everybody gets the same, and we see justice, which requires the smallest person to get 2 crates to stand on. Equality fails to take into account differences, fails to recognize diversity. Biblical equality is much more radical. Everyone is a divine image bearer. We all equally reflect God. We're all different, but those differences reflect something of God. There's a great story in the Bible about King Solomon, and 2 women are arguing over one baby. And Solomon said, "Bring me a sword and I will divide the baby in 2, one half to one and one half to the other." An equality solution. The real mother, of course, stepped forward to spare her son. She would rather he was alive and with the other woman than cut in half. And the people were in awe of the wisdom Solomon displayed as he executed justice. Galatians 3:28 has this amazing verse, and it says, "There is no longer Jew nor Greek, there is no longer slave nor free, there is no longer male nor female. All are equal in Christ Jesus." We're literally translated, all are one in Christ. You see, biblical equality is really closely linked with unity. It respects difference and embraces diversity. I don't give up being a married, white, male, Northern Irish father because I'm a Christian. But those things take second place to my kingdom allegiance. We want to move beyond equality to justice, where those in need get more. We want to move beyond equality to generosity, where we give to the other not because we have to or to make them equal, but to bless them. We want to move beyond equality to hospitality, which welcomes everyone with grace and mercy and without the expectation of reciprocation.